You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. Now we continue with Randi Kerr's point of view. Enjoy! God, I love Shinoa. Randi Kerr was just testing out her powers as usual. Shinoa came in to watch. Wow, I never dreamed that you would be the one to have such a beautiful technique. Do tell. How did you learn how to do that? She said. Well, I was born from a mother who was known as the mythological creature called, a nymph. My father was a human, but he was definitely handsome. Oh, really? That sounds quite romantic. It ended badly. Shinoa looked up in surprise. What happened? Did your parents divorce? No, Randi said. My father died in a fire, and we were all separated. Oh, that must have been hard on you. It is, but I managed to try my best to deal with it, but I miss him so much. I wish he was here. Shinoa nodded. Yeah, it's quite a tragedy, don't you think? Yeah, it pretty much is. Now I want to know something. Do you know anyone by the name of Rosemary? Well, there's some reports that have been going around in the city I'm in, but yeah. That's when Shinoa managed to tell her of what was going on. She's been hearing voices of Rosemary calling out to Shinoa. What's worse, every time Shinoa would shut her eyes, she would see visions of Rosemary making her hairstyle similar to Shinoa's. Shinoa is scared. No, terrified. She's believing that this Rosemary character is stalking her. And I have no idea. I mean, what's so great about me? I mean, yeah, I am one of the best, she said jokingly. But in a serious matter, she said, but why me? Why would she go all this way to, I don't know, make me feel special, but at the same time, it somehow is giving me the creeps. Randi just shrugged. Shinoa, you may be quite experiencing with all of this war going on, but also you love to tease people. You're very coy. You're also very much more superior, but you're not. Oh, I know. I'm aware of it, Shinoa said. It's just, I'm wondering about your friend, too. You know, Briar Devlin. I believe she has some sort of mystery in the air. She might have some sort of power. I can't explain it. But I can't even think of the name, but I believe Lieutenant Colonel is aware of it. Is that so? Randi asked. Speaking of Lieutenant Colonel, the two girls heard the Lieutenant Colonel exclaiming, "Are you freaking kidding me?" And Solo saying, "Gurren, please calm down." Uh-oh, looks like Gurren seems upset. I wonder what you did this time. But it wasn't you. Gurren got a note from Briar, and they've gone somewhere. Gurren was really upset. He was worried sick. Even though he didn't have a wary look on his face, he just seemed a bit ticked. However, a girl by the name of Katrina Salvatore came in and told Gurren what was going on before touching his wrist. Gurren could see something that only he could see in his head. Shinoa looked at the Lieutenant Colonel. Lieutenant Colonel, are you alright? She called out. However, Katrina let go as she gasped out, "Cree!" and ran. Off they went after her by the commands of Gurren. They managed to find an abandoned building. Shinoa and the rest managed to break down one of the doors where they heard screaming. And then Briar and you and Kimizuki? All of them, all three, collapsed towards the ground. Shinoa couldn't believe it. That's when Briar had her breakdown and caused Pansy to fly out the open window. Shinoa couldn't believe it. She knew something was up with this girl, but she never put her finger on it. Mitsuba began to say, You killed a girl! You killed a girl! She's alive, Briar said. What? Look out the window! Look out the window! She cried out. Shinoa held her hands up. Okay. She slowly made her way towards the window. Her eyes bulged in terror. Pansy was alive. Briar was right. Some were just wondering, how the heck did she do that? By some, it was Mitsuba and, of course, Yoichi. They had to wonder, how in the world did Briar even knew that? And how did she use that sort of power force? Shinoa remembered something. She overheard Gurren, Silver, and also Shinya, and as well as Solo talking, and she heard the word telekinesis. She heard Silver say, telekinesis is the ability where you can move objects with only your mind. Sometimes you can also use your hand out, or sometimes you don't have to stretch out your palm or anything. You just simply move it with your mind. I mean, I know maybe you're not too much of a kid to know this stuff, but and I'm not taking you guys for idiots, but I'm just letting you know this is the kind of ability she has. And the reason why I'm telling you this is that you have to be careful, because she went through so much trauma in her life. One trigger of anything that will set her off and she's gonna lose control. Telekinesis, Shinoa muttered. What did you just say? Mitsuba asked. After Briar talked down at Rosemary, the Japanese Imperial Army appeared, but luckily Katrina distracted them, resulting with Briar and the others hurrying after her. After hearing Katrina talk and helping the Shinoa squad, Briar and the other girls escape. That's when, back at the hideout, the Shinoa squad learned the truth about Briar, Devlin, and the others. They're agents of Evermore, thanks to Gurren, who pretty much knew the entire time. Shinoa watched as Randi pulled out her badge. Shinoa couldn't help but smile. Oh, so you're an agent, huh? Well, that's impressive. You really are a fascinating young lady now, aren't you? What can I say? Agents know best now, do they? That they do. That they do. And so, the Shinoa squad accept after hearing Briar and the others' side of the story. But when they got back, Shinoa noticed they weren't at the agency thanks to that portal. Randi couldn't believe it, but she received word that somebody glitched up the machines. This wasn't good, so it was decided that Randi and Shinoa were going to have to head back. But the infestation was coming at large. Luckily, Randi's team came along. Shinoa was surprised. Well, would you look at that, she remarked. Shinoa, meet my sisterhood. My soul sisterhood. Oh, soul sisterhood? There's a lot of souls around here, she teased. So Shinoa decided to help out and took down the monsters. After introductions went around, Shinoa then began to notice something else at hand. They found themselves at the agency building. Would you look at that? How amazing. So this is your agency, huh? Quite impressive. I've noticed that this is the only one that looks like a glass building. It sure is. Well then, shall we go in? That should be my line, Randi said. Ladies first. So they all went in. However, Shinoa and the others received a surprise. Cruel Tepis was there. She was unconscious, but she was still alive. Cruel was very surprised to see that the agents of Evermore were going to keep her safe from the vampires. However, Cruel wasn't so concerned about her protection. She knew how to act fast. Shinoa was quite delighted by all that has changed. And now, she was a prominent member of Randi Kerr. And the best part is, they were gonna have a welcoming party. Sort of. Well, that's it for now. What? Really? Yeah. Sorry to say, boys and girls, but we're done for now. But I got something even more exciting that you're going to enjoy. So please, enjoy yourselves. Thank you. See you next time.